Or good morning, depending on what part of the world you're at. So today I wanted to make some more valuable information for you guys to take advantage of to create and master your reality. All right, so that's what I wanted to start off today, and I want to make a quick video. But first of all, I want to let you guys know that, look, if you guys are tuned in or you find this channel, there's no such thing as coincidence, as you will soon learn, as you will later learn while looking at the videos I've created, that our universe exists with certain principal laws. All right, and these principal laws are created to bring things together in form of unified consciousness, and that is what you're here for. So if you see this video, you're here for a purpose, reason to learn, to expand your mind, and to create your own reality. And I'm going to show you how to do it. It's tips furthermore with these videos. Okay, so good afternoon, guys. So first of all, I want to begin with quantum thoughts and quantum particles. Okay, you always hear me talk about quantum mechanics. Well, quantum mechanics is a very, very profound science, and the thing about quantum mechanics is it actually starts with what is known as the classical mechanics. Classical mechanics means just the big things we see, the everyday things, the house, the cars, whatever you desire, but it all derives from a quantum state, and quantum states are what we are all based on in our creative substances. All right, so let's start off by talking about universal laws. Okay, so God, or the universe, what you call it, he created a set of universal laws that are designed for us to take advantage of to create our desired reality. Right now, these laws and these principles that I'm showing you are proven with quantum experiments. So here's what I just said: proven, not theories, not opinions, but actual proof. All right, so what I'm saying to you guys, if you start to use these universal laws that I'm about to put to you throughout a series of videos, your life will dramatically change. Because once you know how the universe works, once you know how the laws of nature work, then you can easily follow a course to create and manifest. All right, so let's start off by talking about reality. All right, tip number one, when it comes to manifestation, guys, manifestation is a process. Okay, a process. So you do it as a process, meaning that you go method to method to method and you get the results. All right, that's number one. So manifestation is not just about positive thinking or anything like that. That's part of it. Tip number two, when it comes to creating a desired reality or attracting a desired reality, we must know how our minds work. Okay, particular conscious, subconscious, and that critical factor, or that psychological filter that I always speak about. That's number two. So we must remove what is those core subconscious blocks, and I talk about those in my videos. Those are very, very important. That's tip number two. We get that out, it's like removing a dam. We remove the walls of a dam and boom, the pour of information and water comes in, which is information, and you can manifest. All right, here's number three. You have to know the difference between a fantasy and a desire. Okay, here's the difference. A fantasy is something that you find hard to believe. Everything that you're learning here is geared to your subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is the bridge between your authentic self or your higher self. So look, in other words, what you want to manifest, you must believe it can be attained. Okay, let's talk about that. Belief. You must believe it can attain. So a fantasy is something beyond your wildest dreams. Now, if you can't believe it, then it's going to be kind of difficult for your subconscious mind to believe it. Because remember, your subconscious mind does not judge. It believes anything you put into it as far as it comes with an emotion. Right? That's the other part of the manifestation we want to talk about. All right, so we know that we have to believe. Now, how about creating? Okay, here's a big tip when it comes to manifesting. Here it is. This is going to take you to the next level. Now, guys, look, these videos I'm putting out are for beginners. If you're a beginner, then this is perfect information to help you start it. All right. Now, for the individuals on this channel, if you want to take your mind to the next level, that's where the coaching and the mentoring program comes in. This is where I take my one-on-one time with you to give you methods, to teach you the systematic methods to master your mind so that you can create your reality and manifest whatever you desire. If you want to reach me on that part, you can reach me at mhoughton76@gmail.com. All right, but these videos I'm putting here will help masses of individuals, because if you take the principles, then you can excel as well. Okay, guys, so let's talk about reality. Here's a big tip. Your manifestation is close to being created when things seems ordinary. Okay, when it seems like the next thing. What does that mean? Basically means when your reality just seems normal. Okay, let's use lottery for example. So if you go into the store and you check your tickets and it says $2 million, of course you're gonna jump up for joy. But guess what? Things will become normal again. There's still people walking around. Everyday thing is going on. It's not a big fantasy. So that's the key. You have to make that reality seem normal, because in essence, reality is normal. Okay? If you win, when you win $2 million, nothing changes. The store still stays the same. The computer stays the same. There's somebody in there buying food, somebody buying clothes. As you walk outside, the sun is still there shining. There's nothing going to change. So that's the key. So you want to be aware that your reality must be as normal in your visuals. Okay? That's how it works. Because if your mind is seeing something beyond this big imaginary balloons and everything, then your reality won't match it, because your subconscious mind functions with normality. So everything is normal. So that's the big tip. Use your visuals in normal sense. In other words, sorry guys, video just fell. In other words, when your reality is manifested, it must come as a normal state of mind, a normal state of being. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that if you're desiring something, look at it in a way as to expect it to happen. Expect it. What does that mean, expect it? Basically, here's a big tip. When the sun comes up every morning, okay, you don't question it, you don't judge it, you expect the sun to what? To rise, to shine. Okay, that is a big tip, how to develop or to be normal when it comes to manifesting. All right, so that's what you want to do. You want to get things to be normal. Okay, here's another big tip, guys. When it comes to manifesting, there are parts of your body or your mind that plays a major role in the process. Okay, parts of your mind that plays immense role in the process to manifest. All right, here they are. Part number one is your subconscious mind. Okay, it is the gateway between quantum world and materialized perceived world. Okay, here's number two, your heart. Okay, we're going to talk more in the heart as we get more into this channel, into more videos. But let's begin. Here's something you must realize. Your heart, okay? Scientists have just recently discovered that your heart actually have the same neurons that your brain does, but they're known as neurites. So your heart has a mini structured brain built into it. This was recently discovered 10-15 years ago. Here's what I'm telling you. Your heart has an independent structure, a biological structure that can bypass the brain. Okay, these heart neurons are known as neurites, and they emit off of what? Emotions. Remember, I state that your heart is 1,000 times more magnetically strong than your brain. What does it mean? Your heart gives off more electromagnetic frequency than your brain does. Keep that in mind. Okay? All right. There's another big tip. Let's talk about lottery. If you guys are here, and I created this channel because I won a lot in the lottery, here's a big tip when it comes to lottery. This is going to help you. When you desire to manifest or win the lottery, you must change your thinking. Here's why. Everything is geared to your subconscious. Well, you guys know subconscious is the creative force of all matter. It creates and attracts your reality. Here's a big tip. Stop looking at the lottery as a game of odds, chances, and statistics. Repeat that. Stop looking at the lottery as a game of odds, chances, or statistics. Here's why. Quantum experiments prove that reality always exists in multiple states at the same time. What does that mean? But there is a probability or actuality or a potential of a reality that you desire already exists. But here's the kicker, guys. It exists in what is known as wave forms. What does it mean? It means the minute you put your observation to it, you collapse that wave into a perceived particle or a reality. Repeat that. The observer collapses the wave and brings forth its desired reality. What does that mean? Basically means what you think about, what you focus on the most, it actually will start to materialize and become your reality. But here's the kicker. If you start to focus and think the lottery is a game of odds, chances, and probabilities, your subconscious mind will believe the same way. Therefore, your reality will be created on a what? A reality based on chances, probabilities, or maybe. So that means you may win the lottery, you may not, but you didn't give it certainty. You gave your subconscious mind a chance. Chances are you'll never win big because you create a reality based on chance, probability, and possibility. Big tip again, so comes to lottery, look at the lottery as one of the means to generate income or money towards your desire. That's it. So look at the lottery as one of the means the universe can bring you your desired reality, which is finances or money. If you do that, my friend, you have just collapsed a different reality, because now your subconscious mind is going to believe a reality of certainty. That is the biggest tip when it comes to winning lottery. That's how. Okay, guys, sorry. That is the biggest tip I won, because I know how these quantum laws work. Here's a big tip also. These laws, these universal principles and laws, no one can change them except the source. Who's the source? God, the universe. Okay? So that's what it comes to when we do the lottery. Always remember that. And this is for anything in life, not just lottery. You can use this to manifest a mate, a job, a house. Always remember, here's a tip, guys. Always remember, reality exists in multiple states, in infinite states. Because at the core essence, all we are elementary particles comprised of atoms, electrons, protons, neutrons, and we vibrate at such a high speed that your brain is tricked to believe these things are solid objects. But in reality, we all are vibrating bands of energy. That's what we emit. Look. This is not something I think. This is not something I'm theorizing. This is proven in quantum experiments, right? So now you have a key and some tips on how to bring things in. Thought energy, which is your thinking, okay? Your thought energy coupled with your emotions. Emotions and feelings are the driving force that your subconscious uses to create. All right, here's another tip. Let's talk about higher self and subconscious mind. What's the difference? Well, here it is. Your higher self exists in a quantum format, which is the spiritual world. What it does, it uses your subconscious mind as a tool to communicate to you in this perceived reality. What does that mean? Well, the reason why it uses your subconscious, because your subconscious is the only part of your mind that has the ability to absorb the information that it can give to you. Why? Because your subconscious mind is unlimited. It has no capacity to hold or be filled. So here's a tip. If you're using your conscious or egotistical mind to create your reality, my friend, you are limited, and guess what? You are bound by the ego's conditioned mind of what? Negativity. Your ego was conditioned to always focus on what it doesn't want. Here's why. Your ego is conditioned because, okay, our minds, when we were taught throughout history, we were all taught to be what? Problem solvers and fixers. When a problem comes up, what do? Fix it. When a problem comes up, don't run away. Face it. Because of that, through DNA program, environmental factors, through thousands of years of genetic materialization and genetic imprint, you were born already to think negative. So we were all taught backwards. So what does it mean? If you're using your ego, my friend, you are going to be deceived and illusioned, and you will never reach your full potential. Divine intervention or divine wisdom can never come through the conditioned mind. It can only come from the subconscious, because that is what is connected to God or the universe. Okay? So those are some tips for you guys to start to use. As a beginners come into this channel, you will learn. Now, when you're ready to take the next step, to move up into a higher level, to learn to materialize, to learn to manifest, I can show you the methods and tips. That's where you can contact me for the coaching sessions. And of course, I am always pretty booked, but I can take students whenever I have the time, and I'm here to help. So those are keys for you guys to remember. Remember now, brain, subconscious, remove limiting beliefs, know the states of reality. When your thoughts energy, it creates your belief, illuminates and expands it. Okay, guys? So those are what I want you to understand. Okay, so these are some tips for you to begin to know how you can create. So always remember, when you want to manifest, guys, if it feels normal, then your manifestation is close at hand. If it feels beyond normal, this big fantasy, then of course it cannot, because your subconscious mind functions in a normal reality. So if you win $2 million right, if I win $2 million right this minute, and I'm sitting here in my car, it is still a normal thing. There's nothing big. I have $2 million, but reality exists normally. Okay, remember that. Use the sun as a sign. You know, you expect the sun to come up every day. It's a normal thing. So when you're doing your creative visuals, you must see things as normal, because according to quantum experiments and quantum mechanics, okay guys, reality exists what? Quantum waveforms, all endless possibilities. It means there's a version of you, me, rich, poor, healthy, happy. It exists as potentiality. What does potentiality mean? An actual thing, a potential to happen, and you collapse it by the observer. So if you focus on that part of the reality you want to manifest, you collapse the wave function particle. Okay, what is a wave function particle? A wave function particle is basically the atoms, the structures that we're made of. When you collapse those wave function particles, they become actual objects, and through the law of attraction, now you bring them in, boom, reality manifested. That's the biggest tip, guys. Okay, so can you visualize the wave theory? You can, guys. Remember, all these things are possible through the mind. Remember, you create from inside out. Okay, inside. Mark, are you rich? Okay, well, it depends on your definition of rich. Okay, if I don't have any bills, if I'm good, if your definition of rich means I am financially secure, I'm good to go, and I have no worries and no problems, I can get what I desire, yes, then I would consider myself rich, because I am at a place where I want to be. I have everything I desire right now, and this is why I'm out here, to help you guys and to coach you guys to get to that point of your life. All right, any tips for the lottery? I just gave you some big tips, guys. If you watch the video again, and you can go over it to see how it is. But here's the biggest tip again for lottery, guys. Remember, do not focus lottery as a game of chance or odds. You must look at the lottery as one of the means that the universe can use to deliver your manifestation, because who's looking? Subconscious mind believes it. Because it goes into a state of probability, your reality will match chances and luck. If you match the chances and luck, who knows? But if it goes into a reality of what? Certainty that this is just one means I can get my desires, boom, it can be manifested. All right, so those are some tips that I want to leave with you guys. And remember, continue to focus on what you want. Your conditioned mind will always fight you, because it is conditioned to think negative. So in other words, you must bypass it and know that the ego is a killer. Okay, it's a killer of your dreams if you allow your ego to run your mind. Yes, it is normal to get bursts of excitement. Always infuse excitement when you're doing your visuals, because that is the key to begin it, the seed. You must remember one thing. Here's another thing. All things have a program installed to create. When you plant a seed, the seed already knows it's going to become a tree. Why? Because the information is already coded within that seed to become a tree. So if you plant that seed, there's no way that seed can't grow. It has to grow. So what I'm saying is, God, the universe, has already given us a program. It's a genetic program. It's a quantum program. So everything, when you plant something with your thoughts, that seed is already planted to become whatever you want. So if you plant a seed of money, of lottery, of love, of car, it's already there. All you have to do now is monitor it and have it grow by what? Not having resistance, by having detachment, by allowing, okay? And most importantly, by removing subconscious habitual beliefs. Okay, that is how it all happens. A question always comes up: how do I get so knowledgeable with the law of attraction? Well, guys, the thing is this. Look, I've done a lot of study, and to be honest with you, this information was divinely given to me. I cannot explain to you how when I start to speak and I start to bring this information, it is just downloaded into my mind and I put it out to you. It's a gift from God or the universe, and I'm using this gift to give you so that you can reap your rewards or your desires. Okay, that's how it works, because we all work together as a unified consciousness. And these things that I'm showing you, I'm actually practicing them myself, and of course you can see the results on small scales and our scales you want. Okay, how often should you visualize? Look, if you're a beginner, you must visualize at least 5 times a week for at least a month, because you want to develop a repetition and habitual practice with your subconscious. If you're a beginner in visualizing, If you've already been on this journey and you've doing this for many years, you want to visualize at least 3 times to 4 times a week. You want to break them up into segments, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. But if you are a beginner, you want to train your brain or your subconscious mind to develop the habit of seeing it, of feeling it, because our minds are run with habit and repetition. All right, guys? So those are some quick tips, guys. Now, you can always reach out to me, mhaughton76@gmail.com. And if you want to get involved to the next level to get your mind to where you can become control, you can control the ego, the mind, mastering it, show you how to manifest techniques that I've used. That's where the coaching comes in hand. All right? So thank you guys for watching. And remember, when you're moving, when you're focusing on what you want, you are moving towards that very desired goal. Always remember that. The more you focus on what you want, the faster you're coming to it. Here's another tip. The more real it feels and ordinary, the faster the manifestation shall occur. Because all these things are geared to what part of the mind? Subconscious. Thank you guys, and enjoy the rest of your evening.